Hey,
Hello?
Helena.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
Great. So I'll just get to the questions. I know we don't have too much time, but first, just let me know a little bit about, your relationship with Bali and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
Yeah. Well, I got together with Bali to basically be part of their new campaign, which features the Comfort You Bag design bra, and we did the photographs along for the campaign and the commercial, and also we are encouraging women to go to their website, and for every click they do, they will Bali will donate $5 to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So a very easy way for anyone who wants to participate to raise money for this very important cause. And we're hoping to make $25,000. So a good combination of being part of a great campaign and at the same time raising awareness about breast cancer.
Awesome. So do they have to buy something, or it's just about?
No, they don't. They don't even. You just click. You go to www.balicompany.com. Click on the pink U, and for every click, Bali will donate $5.
That's great.
So it couldn't be easier. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So do you have a personal relationship with, breast cancer at all, or, it's obviously just something that's big for all women, so.
Well, I would say gratefully no, it hasn't affected anyone very close to me, thank God, but I do know friends of friends. I think anyone would have, if not a close relative, would have heard of somebody who's affected by it. It's 1 in 3 women. It's also men, which I had no idea about and learned through working with the breast cancer foundations. But I think as a woman and as a mother, and because I have so many wonderful women and girlfriends in my life, that it's definitely something that's close to heart, and a charity that I always knew I wanted to work with.
Okay, excellent. And then, so I wanted to ask you also, I know that you were in the new Reebok campaign, I think, and, you're like completely nude except for the sneakers, which is, you look great. So I just wanted to see if you ever get nervous about kind of taking off all the clothes. I guess you've been doing it for a while now, but do you still get jitters, or?
It's honestly such a strange job to have already, without even having to take your clothes off, to be basically the product, your body, your face. You're showing a product, but it's sort of what you are physically that presents this product to the public. So I think 20 years later now, I probably am quite at ease with it because I've done it for so long, and it's become a very natural thing for me to do, even though I always think it's an odd but interesting job that I have. I probably look at it a little differently than, other people might. Yeah, I work with so many inspiring and creative photographers, and in this case it was Stephen Klein. When you work with somebody like that, whom I so admire and whom I know is a true artist and incredibly talented, I will do anything, because for me it's like I'm a tool for his art. And so I look at it that way. I'm a photographer myself, and it's very inspiring to work together with somebody whom you feel you can trust and whom will get a great photograph out of you. I don't see it as I'm nude in this picture showing my body. I see it as, I look at it as, how the composition is, how the light is, how the lines and forms and shapes and organic shapes of the body compared to the background, the hard steel. Like, that's how I look at it. So I don't actually go, oh my God, I'm going to be all naked, this is so weird. That might be in the back of my mind, but I look more of it as we're collaborating in some very interesting photographs, and obviously 20 years later, I'm always up for a new challenge.
Right, awesome. And then obviously, they also select you to do this type of stuff because you have such a fantastic body. So I was wondering if you have any workout routine or any, tips for kind of getting in shape, or, what do you do specifically?
Well, I only got into working out about 3 years ago, to be honest. It never really crossed my mind, and when it did, it didn't at all make me feel any desire to watch it. So, but then when I started 3 years ago, I went straight into probably the most hardcore exercise there is around, which is boxing, like old-fashioned boxing. So I've done that for 3 years now, and for somebody like me there's no way I can go to the gym and do something over and over again, repeat, a routine. I needed to do a sport that constantly gave me new challenges, both physically and mentally, because if not, I get bored, and then I won't do it. So boxing was the perfect way for me to work out, but not just to stay slim in that sense, but to feel fit and strong. And I run a bit because it's a very good thing to do for my head. And then I just started playing tennis.
My editor had some really quick questions. I don't know if you're able, but most embarrassing song on your iPod, little questions like that. Do you listen to music when you play tennis? Do you have any guilty pleasures, like a Britney Spears song or anything like that?
Yeah, I do have some, but I don't see them as guilty pleasures because I look at music, maybe some music is looked upon as, well, this is a cheesy song or this is really uncool, but not to me. I have a lot of Britney Spears songs on that, that I really like. Toxic, for example, which is a great song, and I even think it might have been Pharrell Williams or somebody, like that who collaborated with her on it. I don't look at any music as, oh, this is unbelievably cool and this is unbelievably uncool. If I like it, then I don't care what anyone else thinks. My son is kind of surpassing me now with knowing everything about music. So he's sort of teaching me about new cool songs. He's very into Linkin Park at the moment, and I never even listened to one song of theirs. When they were they've always been big, but when they were first coming out, and now I'm listening to them again, but with completely different ears because it's my son suggesting it. So I have a lot of strange songs on my iPad right now, or computer, because he's now getting songs for it, and it's a great way of learning about new bands. Fireflies with Owl City, all that kind of stuff that I might not necessarily myself go and buy, but then because he does, we teach each other about the different music styles. So I'm teaching him about Cure and Depeche Mode and Cult and all those great bands. It's good to have a 10-year-old for that reason, for sure.
Totally. Very last question is just, again, my editor asked if you could name your favorite beauty item or any kind of skin tips that you have.
Well, it would be hard to mention one beauty item because if you saw my bathroom, you can barely get in there. I mean, I just love skin products and skin tonics and serums, and oh my God, I mean, there's so much these days. I always tell myself, don't get any more, just use the stuff you have. But then I go into, Sephora or Bigelow or wherever, and I'm like, oh man, this is impossible, and I have to have this. And so I get home with new stuff, and I'm like, oh, look, where are you going to put it now? It's so stupid. But I actually one thing that I've been using lately is this soap bar, the mint soap bar from, oh my God, I'm just going to go. I have to go and see because I forget names. I remember numbers, but not names.
But I don't know.
So let's see. It's right here. Yeah. So it's the mint soap bar from Bliss. Yeah. And it's got little tiny grains in it, and so when you scrub your body, it literally stimulates you and smells really great. And I can feel sort of the blood pumping around, and I love when you're using a product where you can feel instant gratification in some way. So that's definitely something I've been using every day.
Awesome. Cool. Well, Helena, you gave me way over 5 minutes, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hear about the Bali campaign, and I hope a lot of people start clicking. I think that they will. So
definitely. I mean, because it's so easy, and because you're not obliged to even buy anything, but you'll be on the website. You can learn about the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and you will be donating money without even paying up. So I think that's wonderful. Bali did that.
Can people do that right now? Like, is it already set up to do that?
You can go right on.
Okay, excellent. So
www.balicompany.com.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Helena. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.